Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Comic Gamer Movie Show. My name's Deshaun, and today I have a little bit of movie news, a little bit of comic, but mostly all comic-related news, really. I'm gonna start with two shows that have aired recently. Gotham is in the second season, and Agents of Shield is in the third season. Um, I'm gonna start with season one of Gotham because season one of Gotham was the most recent one that came on. So season one of Gotham, a lot of people don't like Gotham. A lot of people downright hate Gotham. Personally, I sort of kind of like it. I like pieces in it. Pieces that keep me watching it. I like the guy who plays Gordon. I like the guy who plays Bullock. I like their commissioner, that lady. I always forget her name, but I like her. I like the dude who's playing Falcone, but he's gone now, so we'll see what happens with that. I like the guy who's playing the Penguin. Also like the guy who's playing Alfred. So, and I am loving more and more the guy who's playing sort of kind of the Joker. He's not really the Joker. They're not calling him the Joker, but you can see where they're going with this. He's pretty much the Joker. But I like that kid. And this season is supposed to be the rise of the villains. That's their little campaign for, is the rise of the villains, and it's sort of so you're seeing, like, I mean, the first episode is insane. You just see all these crazies breaking out of Arkham Asylum, and I'm not sure. Like, I'm hearing things about the Court Owl. I'm not 99% sure I've ever heard of the Court Owl. I probably have, just kind of went out of my head, but I know they're collecting all these crazies and they're trying to destroy the city, so that's interesting. But what I really want to talk about is episode 2, because there's been 2 episodes. It came on last week, so there's been 2 episodes. It comes on Mondays. Mondays at 8 o'clock. So the second episode had one of the most shocking scenes that just caught me off guard. It's been a while since a TV show caught me off guard like that with that scene, because that scene completely caught me off. I did not expect them to do that. And someone dies that, if you're not a fan of the show, then no, you're gonna be like, well, whatever, she dies. But as someone who watched the show and watched throughout the shows, someone dies in the second episode that completely caught me off, and I enjoyed that second episode. That second, and you're seeing the rise of, I mean, things have changed. If you watch the other seasons, things have changed. Gordon and Bullock aren't even in the first episode. Gordon and Bullock aren't even detectives anymore, and in the second episode, well, yeah, in the first episode too, you found out. I mean, Penguin isn't just some guy carrying an umbrella for Fish Mooney anymore. He is the Don. He is become the Don. He's becoming the Penguin, and I like that because more and more you just see him becoming the Penguin, and it's cool to see. And you see Felicia, or my bad, Catwoman. It's not, I mean, that's not her name in the show. She's a little girl in the show, but you see her more interacting in this underbelly, getting into this criminal thing. You can see why she's gonna become some type of criminal. Bruce Wayne, of course, with Alfred, is still looking for things about his dad, and they found a little cave, so we're gonna see how that works out. They finally brought Lucius Fox into the fray, so Lucius is actually knows about what he's doing, and he's actually there helping out Bruce and whatnot now. But the big star of these 2 episodes has to be the kid who's sort of kind of playing the Joker. He is charismatic. When I see him on screen and I see him, I'm like, he's one of the few guys on the show who I'm like, I can see him becoming it. I can see him becoming the Joker. The way he acts, the way he moves, the way he does his little laugh, I'm definitely buying into that kid. He's definitely interesting. He's really, really interesting. I thought he was interesting the first time I saw him. He is way more interesting in these episodes, and he is the ring man. He is the leader, and he's only like 18, so it's like, wow, this kid's gonna be something down the line. And then I will say that I kind of worries me with all those illusions they're having with him. They're like, he's gonna be a star. I'm gonna be something down the line. I'm being prepared, ready to be something. I'm like, you guys keep pressing on this. We know he's supposed to be the Joker, I'm supposing, but you guys are really pressing and like, take a step back, Gotham. Take a step back. Now, the next episode just came on yesterday, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I will say Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is another show that gets a lot of slack, but for different things than Gotham. Gotham gets a lot of slack because there are people that found down think they're insulting the source material. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. gets a lot of slack because they're trying to be too family friendly, and they're constantly referencing the movies, the Marvel Cinematic Universe movies. So a lot of people hate that, but I always loved it because I love intertwining it. That's the one thing I've always said that Marvel has over DC right now, especially with DC starting a universe, is that Marvel has TV shows that are all connected into the universe, and it connects it together. So you don't have to, you don't have all these. You're not gonna have two Flashes. You're not gonna have like two Arrows. It's gonna be one guy, and you're gonna be interwoven. So in Agents of Shield, that episode, first episode, was one of the best first episodes of starting season I've seen in a while on a TV show. That episode was awesome. I loved it. Just the beginning scenes where one of the Inhumans, because that's the big deal about this new season, is that the Inhumans, which is a movie that Marvel's planning on making, literally in it like 2019 or something. Like, so they're introducing them in Agents of Shield, which is a great idea, by the way. So I'm gonna see. So going into this, one of the main characters is Daisy, Sky, but now she's going by Daisy, which is her true name, has gotten the power to, which the what is it, vibrate molecules or something? Like she can vibrate the spaces between molecules or something. Her nickname is Quake. Well, I don't think they start calling her Quake yet, but her character is Quake. And in the comics, Quake is one of the most underrated comic book characters in history. Like honestly, because the things she can do is ridiculous. You're talking about someone who once who can literally kill anyone. Like literally can kill anyone if she wanted to, because she could just vibrate a molecule in their freaking head and have the brain that explode or something. Like she really is on another scale, because she can make little mini earthquakes and people and kill them. So Quake is on some other stuff. Now she hasn't quite gotten to that power yet, that level of control in the show, but she's a lot more able to control it than she was when she first got her powers. Because when she first got her powers, it was just all over the place. Now she can direct it somewhere. She can direct it. She can, So, but it's kind of cool seeing that the Inhumans and like how it's getting out because of this Terrigen mist leaked into the ocean. I'm guessing, and got digested by fish, and now I never heard of these fish pills. I can't remember what it is. It's like these pills, fish oil pills or something. But apparently, whoever eats that, who has like this hidden alien gene in them, turning inhuman, because the first damn thing you see is a guy running around and get this guy running and melting things because he just got his powers and he doesn't know how to control them. He's freaking out. He's just melting things, and they show up and save him. And it was definitely interesting. Coulson had his arm. Well, spoiler: Coulson, who's still alive, by the way. If you haven't watched the show and you watched the Avengers and you're still thinking Coulson is dead, I'm sorry to tell you, burst your bubble. Coulson is alive. He's on the show, and he lost a hand. When all Luke Skywalker lost a hand. And he's got like these robotic hands that apparently don't last long, which is interesting because I guess he's got to look for a substitute hand, which is why I'm suggesting that eventually Tony Stark is gonna come in and be like, Coulson, you're alive. Like that'd be cool. Like that would be cool if Robert Downey Jr. just showed up on one episode and was just like Coulson. Like that would be cool. But I dug that episode. You get to see development from every character on the show. Like literally, May isn't there anymore. She's like off, like trying to rekindle something with her ex-husband, and Bobby and gosh, I always forget that dude's name. Bobby and that guy she loves, I like both of them as a couple, but they're trying to get married or something. And it definitely left a lot of questions out there. And the cool thing is they actually referenced the movie for a change. They had President Ellis from Iron Man 3 on screen talking about alluding to Civil War and talking about this Inhuman situation and talking about all these things. And it was cool to see, someone who's in the movies, who's the president of there in the movies talking about that. I was like, oh, that's cool. That is cool. It's alluding to the movie. And they alluded to things like that, like the world's on edge, since what happened in Sokovia. See, like I like things like that. That's why I love the Marvel Cinematic Universe, because you can do things like that in the movie. Be like, yeah. Ever since a bunch of metal guys ran around killing people, I think we're on edge. Like, and even the whole reason behind Civil War was alluded in season 2, because they were talking about how if you let Tony Stark get out of control, he's gonna create all these metal robots. So that's why I think this intertwined in this world is pretty damn cool. So I'm looking forward to the next episode. I can't get a good beat on it. Oh, any of them. I've only seen 2 of Gotham, but I'm looking forward to it. Also, Flash and Arrow come back on next week, so I'm probably going to talk about those 2 next week and see what I think about those. But so far, I'm liking my comic book shows. Also, as a little bit of other news, It turns out, if you're one of those fans who watched the Easter eggs and figured out that in the first original Thor movie there was an Infinity Gauntlet in Odin's chamber room, you should know that and then you saw Age of Ultron, Age of Ultron, and then you saw that Thanos had another one, and you were like, well, where did you get that one from? One of them's a fake. My prediction is that the one in Odin's trophy room is a fake one because he wanted to, it was placed there so that no one would really, what's the word I'm looking for? No one would really think to look in there because it has all the gems in it for one. It's like no way you don't have all the gems in it. So I'm pretty sure it was placed there as a decoy, like he doesn't have the real one, but it's just in there so that people think he has it, but he doesn't know where it is or something like that, maybe. Or either that, or it was put there, and they didn't think they were going to use it, and it was an Easter egg that they didn't think they were going to use, and now they're like, oh shit, we put it in there, so we're going to write that in to make it clever and be like, aha, it was a fake. So I don't know how they're going to do it, but I'm pretty sure it's the one in Odin's chamber room. It would make more sense that Thanos would have the real one, and that because the real one was empty, so I like that. So it makes more sense that it was in that the one in Odin's chamber room was fake. Though I think all the other things in there were real. There was a lot of other things in that room that were probably real. Probably. Moving on, the Gambit movie is looking a lot more shakier by the day. It just lost its director, which I'm already kind of on the shelf about a Gambit movie. I mean, it's Gambit, but Gambit's not. I've never been an appealing guy to me. I never really thought Gambit. It's always been kind of like Gambit. I mean, cool Gambit. I mean, but a Gambit movie with Channing Tatum, I don't know. We'll see how that works out. I'm up in the air about it. I am really up in the air about it. Also, there's been two new trailers. Well, there's been a couple trailers that I haven't talked about because I haven't been able to put anything up for a long while. I'm just putting this up just to keep up right now at this point. So, the Arrow trailer, which I just said Arrow comes on next week, I saw, was conflicting. It gave away way too much. If you saw the trailer, it was like 15. It felt like it was 15 minutes. It felt like it was a full episode of everything that's going to happen. First of all, Diggle's new helmet looks ridiculous. I think it looks stupid. It looks like they're trying to copy Magneto. A lot of people are like, oh, just wait. No, it looks stupid. It does. I'm just like, whatever. Secondly, other than they showed too much. Secondly, I'm getting tired of this thing with Oliver. I'm like, oh, he's coming back. What a shock. He's coming back. Oh, he's coming back. Oh, I bet you he's going to break up with Felicity. Oh, I bet you he's going to go try to get with someone else. It's getting old. They just keep doing that so much. I'm just like, why do you just nut up? You keep crying, whining about being a hero. I'm just like, just nut up and be the Arrow. It's not that difficult. I'm like, Batman does it all the time. You don't see him bitching and moaning and complaining and crying and being all soap opera, but it's a CW show, and it's been CW. In my opinion, Arrow's been CW-fied ever since season 1. Like, it really has. But I mean, what you gonna do? I'm still gonna watch it and see how things go, but I haven't really been excited for Arrow since season 1. I mean, I'm excited for it, but I'm not like excited. And then there's The Flash, which I'm interested in seeing The Flash. I know a friend out there who's very interested in seeing The Flash, so shout out to you. But I'm not 99.9% sure this is something you want to do on TV. I feel like The Flash is one of those characters who would be better served in movies, which they're making a movie about him too, which when they were making a show about him, I'm like, because I was worried. I was like, some of Flash's best characters are like Super Fast or Gorilla Grodd or something, and Gorilla Grodd looked kind of, it was a TV show, but like, I'm not sure. Like, I liked the first season. I didn't love the first season like some other people that call it the best like superhero show on TV. I think the first season of Arrow and the first season of Daredevil are better than The Flash, but that's me in my opinion. But it's not because of the Flash character. It's just because of, I feel like he is better suited for a movie budget. He's better suited for like better graphics to his abilities. I mean, I like the way they did it in the show. They did it in the best way they could, and I'm digging it. But at the same time, even the guy who plays Barry, I feel like Barry's a little bit more jokey than that guy. That guy has he's chill and relaxed, but he's not as jokey, as charismatic as Barry. Plus, Barry was kind of a playboy before, he married what's her name? I always get her name. But he was kind of a playboy, he wasn't, they kind of making him seem all like gentle and scared and nerdy. I'm like, I don't think he was like that. I could be wrong, but I really, from what I've seen in Flash and cartoons and whatnot, I don't think he was like that. So we'll see how that goes. And let me think. Anything else? I'm trying to wreck my mind with anything else. I've been more casting on Doctor Strange. I'm hearing Matt Nicholson, the guy who played Hannibal in the Hannibal show. That was totally underrated. That show was crazy. Hannibal show might be playing Dormammu, and that might be definitely interesting. A flaming skull guy. Dormammu's basically the devil, sort of. I'm hearing Wesley Snipes really might come back as Blade. Wesley Snipes may come back as Blade in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I don't know how that's gonna work, but I'm all for it. They're still talking about making a Fantastic Four sequel. Now, if you saw the movie, you know that it's ridiculous. Why? Why? I don't even want to. You know what? I'm just cut it right there. Just why? Just give it back to Marvel and just leave the Fantastic Four alone. They've been abused enough times. Just leave the Fantastic Four alone, Fox. Also, there's talks about a Sinister Six movie being created, but I'm not sure if they're gonna make it like Suicide Squad, and how Suicide Squad is just the villains. I think they're gonna make it like Sinister Six versus Spider-Man, like that kind of thing. They're still talking about doing it, which I still think they could do it. I mean, it's not gonna be like the way they were setting it up, where like where man, I'm just all over the place. Where Oscorp creates all the Sinister Six, and in the new MCU, they can actually do it. They can just divide them and put different people like have Easter eggs talking about different characters in the Sinister Six. They have somebody talking about Vulture. They got somebody talking about Scorpion. Somebody talking about Shocker. They can have different things, tidbits. So I can't wait for that. So I can't wait. Well, I don't know if they're gonna do it now. I can't say I can't wait for it, but they should. I mean, maybe in the sequel, take it a little slow and see what happens. Now I'm hearing that Spider-Man's gonna have a bigger role in Civil War than people anticipated. He's gonna. I can't wait to see that. I mean, even hearing that Marissa Tomei is actually gonna be in it, which makes sense because he's a teenager. So it makes sense that Marissa Tomei would be in the Spider-Man talking. So in the Spider-Man, I mean not in the Spider-Man, in Civil War, because he's a kid. Like if he's over in Germany, just like, why is my 15-year-old kid over in Germany? And that's another thing. Brett News, the guys have announced that Spider-Man is gonna be 15. A lot of people are raising hell over that. I personally like it. Gives him a longer time to be Spider-Man. Gives him a longer time to be in high school. He's just a freshman or something like that. So he could just go through an entire high school and you can see him grow into a man. So I'm definitely digging that. Wow. I'm trying to think of some more comic book news, but there's so much, and I really don't want to cram it all in this video. So I'm gonna end it right here. Thank you for joining me on the show. Comments and likes, and tell me what is something you're looking forward to in 2016. What's a show, a movie, or what's your most anticipated thing in 2016? Superhero, a show, a movie. What is it? Is it Captain America: Civil War? Is it this season of Arrow? Is it the season of Flash? Maybe it's the season of Jessica Jones, because I'm looking forward to that. I didn't even knock on that. I'm just quickly knock on that. Jessica Jones had a trailer that was awesome looking. Go check that out. But she had a teaser that was even cooler because I love the way it panned up and showed like her room was all fucked up and she's just laying in bed and the alarm clock goes off and she crushes it. So it shows you, because a lot of people are wondering if she had powers. Yes, she does. She's super strong. She just doesn't like to use them. But yeah, like I said, anyways, thank you for joining me on the Comic Game Movie Show, and like and comment.